Hello, and thank you for joining me today on Between Two Houseplants. I'm your host, Aaron T. Feller, the experienced driver recruiter here at Mast Trucking. I'm sure you recognize my face from seeing me around here. It's kind of a difficult one to forget. Boy, do we have a big show planned for you today. We have a special guest planned. You may recognize him from his long list of movies in Hollywood, Mr. Brad Pitt. I'm being told by my assistant that Mr. Pitt will not be joining us due to a massive budget cut, so we have another special guest on today. What's his name again? A Mr. Nate Popeye. Welcome to the show, Nate.
It's Pompeii, but thanks for having me.
You bring olive oil?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, welcome to the show. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, since none of us know who you are outside of the cartoon?
All right, well, I retired from the Air Force and moved back to the area recently and started my career here as the training program recruiter.
Boring! So you've practically been begging me for the last few weeks to come on the show because you have a special announcement.
I thought we were doing this together. Isn't that why you invited me onto your low-budget cable TV thing?
A low budget? Special thank you to my assistant Cody for pulling this maniac off me. You're never getting a raise, by the way.
Let's just make the announcement.
Okay, I guess this is your show now.
So, as you know, Aaron and I are both recruiters here at Mast Trucking, and our job is to keep the trucks full of drivers. We think that the best way for us to be able to do that is by having a strong referral program.
So you're telling me that we need referrals to grow this business, and that current drivers and employees can help us out with that?
Yes, we believe so. We're still going to be pursuing drivers through traditional means, but we think that we have the strongest chance of success and get the drivers we need through referrals.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, when employees and drivers, they talk to their family and friends and people they meet on the street and they're talking about their career, it immediately builds trust.
And as you know, the mission here at Mast Trucking is to build trust and confidence by serving and valuing people. So, why should a current employee or driver help us out?
Well, I've only been here a few months, but it seems like the Mast community is a pretty tight-knit place. And I think most people will help us because they genuinely want to see the company succeed and do well.
That's fair. So, where do you and I come in? I mean, we hire the drivers that we can. Really, what more can we do?
Seriously? Talk about this. It's called Aaron and Nate's Rockin, Gridiron, Referral, Rampage. We talked last week about running a contest that would be on top of the benefits that people already get from Mast for referrals. Something that came directly from you and I as a way to say thank you for everyone that's given us referrals to help us do our job.
So, what are we considering a referral for this contest?
Well, for our contest, a referral is going to be counted in one of two ways. Now, if you have someone that you've talked to that's interested in becoming a driver and they call us and they mention your name or your truck number, we'll count that as a referral. Or if any employee gives us a name and phone number of anyone that's interested in becoming a driver, either training program or experienced, it doesn't matter. Those are the referrals.
So, do we need to hire these referrals for them to count towards the contest?
No, not for this contest. They do not need to be hired. Now, to get the $500 or or the 1 week's paid vacation that Mast already offers, they would need to be hired for that, but not for our program.
Okay. So you told me earlier that there's no limit to how many people they can refer. Obviously, we want as many as possible. So basically, all they have to do to get entered into the contest is to refer one person to us. And then the person with the most referrals at the end of October is the winner?
That's right. Whoever has the most referrals from now through the end of October will be our winner. Now, if there's a tie, we're going to have mud wrestling or something to determine the winner.
That sounds pretty easy. My money's on the Hogs. So the person with the most referrals at the end of October, what's in it for them? And be quick, my tonsils are floating here.
Okay, whoever wins the referral challenge is going to have their choice of one of two cool prizes that we're going to provide. The first one is going to be a 1-year paid subscription to XM.
The all access level?
Yes, the all access level.
That's the highest level.
It is the highest level.
Okay.
And they're also, in addition to that, they would receive a Commander XM Touch satellite radio.
Brand new in the box?
Brand new in the box.
Wow.
Yeah. Or, if they're not into that, we have another prize we think is pretty cool, which would be 2 tickets to Ohio State versus Maryland at the Shoe on November 9th. And it's already been cleared through operations that whoever wins will be off the road and home able to go to the game.
Way to go, Ops. You see, tickets to the Buckeyes, I haven't been there since I played college football. I actually played against Ohio State at the Shoe a long time ago. Did I ever tell you about playing college football?
That's cool. But if anyone has any questions, they can contact Aaron or I by phone, or you can stop up here in the office and see us.
Yes, stop up and see us up here in the Tundra. If you have any questions or need details on the contest, we'd appreciate talking to you. It's really cold up here. But that pretty much wraps up the show today. I'd like to say it's been a pleasure having Mr. Popeye on the show, but but that would make me a liar. So please tune in next week when I have my friend Sloan Kettering on, when we discuss his failed hip-hop career and memoir entitled Human Taxidermy, A Beginner's Guide. Before you leave, can you do me a favor and look at that camera and say, stay tuned for a word from our sponsors?
Is your mom a sponsor?
Just look at it and say it. It's not that hard. It's an easy line.
Please stay tuned for a word from his sponsor.
Pitter patter, let's get at her.